In 2024, I was able to finally bring my weight down from 179 pounds to 159 pounds and keep the weight off and maintain my body weight anywhere between 159 and 162 pounds with pretty minimal effort and without having to resort to any kind of extreme dieting or extreme caloric deficits. I'd attribute that success to a couple different things, but probably the easiest way I have found to consistently keep the weight off is by walking 10,000 steps per day. And I know you've probably seen a million shorts and a million videos by this point talking about 10,000 steps a day and how it's a magical number. The reality is the number itself has no magic to it. 10,000 really isn't that much better than 9,000 or maybe even 12,000, but it's an outstanding benchmark. It's a nice, clean, round number. And what I found is days where I consistently hit 10,000 steps are days where I got either a 30-minute to 60-minute walk in at the gym on the treadmill. Currently my setting is 3.3 miles per hour at a 2.5% incline. So nothing super crazy. And those are days where I find I'm on my feet way more, either at work or at home chasing around my kids, or just out working on the yard and kind of not a sedentary day, for lack of better words. This here is my handy dandy Amazfit. I don't know if you know how to pronounce that better than me, let me know in the comments. But basically it is a smartwatch that Amazon sells. It uses the Zepp app on the phone, which has a really nice interface, by the way. And I really like this watch. It costs 39 bucks, so it's not super expensive. It's waterproof. I swam in the pool with it with the kids all summer long. Didn't start doing anything weird or catch fire or blow up on my wrist. And it does a lot of really cool things. Syncs up with your phone quite nicely. If you want to check text messages or answer phone calls like Dick Tracy, you can do that too. I don't use any of those features, but it is a consistent reminder of where I'm at for the day and where I sort of want to be. And I'll put a screenshot up here, but super happy with this metric. Probably happier than I am with even the body weight is for the entirety of the year, I have averaged over 10,000 steps a day, which was a goal of mine in 2024 and something I'm going to build and improve upon in 2025. 10,000 steps a day for the average person, average height and weight, burns anywhere from 200 to 400 calories, and there's several variables to that. How quick someone walks, what kind of an incline they're walking at, how much body weight they're carrying around. If you work in a profession, you're a firefighter or a cop or something like that, where you're walking but you have 20-30 pounds of extra equipment, all these factors are going to weigh into how many calories you burn. I'm not really concerned with using it as a metric for calories burned. I never look at my watch or my app and say, oh, I've burned 300 calories walking today, therefore I can add these additional calories, or I could have this slice of pizza or something like that. I just sort of bake it into the cake as my baseline calories and don't give it a second thought and just do my calories. I never think of walking per se as this is how I burn calories, this is my mode of cardio. It's more just a standard given for me and my sort of baseline metabolic rate. And I'd encourage you to do the same. People start to get funny in my experience when they start looking at what they've done to burn calories for the day and what they can in turn replace for caloric input. I think if someone is in a fat loss phase, that is sort of self-sabotaging and not something I would get into. At home, I have a Nordic, what the hell is this thing? A NordiTrack, pretty nice treadmill. It's in the garage. Currently outside there is snow on the ground and it's probably 28 degrees, so I don't have the luxury in the winter of just throwing on my shoes and walking out my front porch, walking 15 minutes in one direction and then walking 15 minutes back. And having 3 kids, I use this as sort of my quiet time for the day. I could throw on my headphones, I can watch YouTube videos, I can check email, I can do sort of those things that are a little hard to do when you have a 3-year-old climbing up your back and onto your head. But it is an essential in terms of losing fat and keeping the fat off for good. And it's the best start to my day. I find that walking is better than any amount of coffee, and if used in conjunction with coffee, chef's kiss. We've got the recipe for a really good morning and a really good day. In terms of the amount of calories people can burn from walking versus doing more conventional forms of cardio, running or stair stepping or using an elliptical or doing high intensity interval training, some of that HIIT stuff, walking is it for me. I never feel discomfort in my feet, my ankles, my knees, my hips. Whereas running, if I go running for even 20 minutes, the next day I'm gonna feel some soreness in my legs and throughout my body because I don't do it very often. Okay, I don't really do it ever. And then that jeopardizes the quality of a leg workout. I'm on a push-pull leg split, so I'm training legs twice every 7 to 8 days. And I'm not, at least from what I'm trying to do with my body, trying to compromise the quality of my leg workout for the sake of running. Running really isn't for fat loss. There's nothing magical to it. It's really good training for the heart. So I'd encourage anyone watching this who says, oh, but I really want to run or I want to lose weight so that I can get back to running. If running's something you enjoy, cool, but just understand that you are doing it to train the heart. Know why you're doing it. On an hour for hour basis, one burns maybe another 100 to 200 calories running versus walking, but potentially beating their body up or something like that. And congratulations, you've earned another 20 grams of peanut butter. Like, I'd rather just eliminate a tablespoon of peanut butter from my day or 1 egg or something like that and not have to run, but to each their own. And for the people that I see droning away on the stair stepper every day at the gym, just sweating buckets, I feel for them because I feel like they are equating this sweat and the effort with calories dropped, and that's just really not the case. There's no correlation between the two. Someone can cut 400 calories of food out of their diet, not sweat a drop, and consistently over time, that person versus stair stepper person is going to lose way more body fat. Like, it's not even a matter of debate or worth looking into. It just is. Now, if you enjoy the stair stepper because, I don't know, you're a sadist or something like that, have at it. But that's not part of my get down. And again, super taxing on the glutes, taxing on the quads. If we are looking to build muscle and lose fat, we want to save that energy in the legs and that work capacity for when it's going to matter for putting on some muscle.